Oh, we're live already?
Yes, we're live.
Yes. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Leading Brand Live Edition, Raw, October 7th, 2nd, October
Yes,
2nd.
we're in the month of October now. It's been a while. How's it been, James?
Oh, well, with everything going down the way it did when it comes to wrestling and my computer, I don't know
Hmm.
what's worse, the ratings right now in WWE or my computer being fried, whichever you prefer.
I mean,
Right now,
they both are pretty bad.
we got two different uh, things. I mean, recording with different location, heck, even recording with different headsets. But we're gonna make this work. Now, everyone, present yourselves.
I am the glorious champion of the Stadium Junkies, Jeffrey Burtis. Come on,
Was out here, Tony.
Tony. I can't hear you, Tony.
Mr.
Okay.
Money in the Bank, Tony Lopez.
Mm.
And I am Jobber James Belknap.
Mr. Money in the Bank, baby.
I am the champion, sir. I'm not worried about money in the bank. What you're gonna do is cash it in and fail like Baron Corbin.
Didn't I lose the last predictions again?
Well, I only got it just because of you both said Jason Jordan and The Miz. You were dead last in this one because you thought Strowman was gonna win.
I was hoping that they were gonna go with the momentum, and I unfortunately lost. So, what is the punishment that will be coming up for?
Tony, you got anything?
I actually said, oh, hot wing challenge.
If someone pays for it, I'll do it.
Okay. I mean,
I'll take the hottest one of Buffalo Wild Wings. Yes. Oh,
hottest one Buffalo.
I don't know why I said that, but
You said that. We
pays
have that
for it-
documented.
if someone pays for it and I have a gallon of milk, I'll do it.
Well, if I get Sunday off, I'm going to Buffalo Wild Wings and I'm getting you those hot wings. How many, Tony? How many should we give him?
It's 6 and 12 minutes.
Are you trying? Are you trying to mess up his insides?
Well, I mean, that's a challenge from Buffalo Wild Wings, so.
Oh God. Okay then. If I get Sunday off, I'm definitely doing that. But I'm not the one taking the minus.
And then I still have to get either senton, power slam, or something of that nature onto the grass.
You're getting a fraud splash out of me because I'm not about to power bomb. I can't even. I'm not about to try power bombing you.
I don't owe you. I owe Tony that.
Tony.
Oh, well, Jeff, stop trying to spoil what I was thinking about doing. Jeez.
Hey, that was my idea. I was like, nice little fraud splash would be nice.
Fine, I'll just do an insane elbow. Oh.
Just don't hit the net area.
Just don't do a senton.
Never.
Just all of a sudden here you go, ha, 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 ha.
Oh my God.
Well, it's fitting that we mentioned 205 Live, knowing that the main event of Raw is 205, but we gotta start slowly. I mean, first we gotta give the moment of silence to the victims of Las Vegas.
Mhm.
That is also the way that Raw started off. But then all of a sudden, we have, interesting, Seth Rollins versus Braun Strowman. Of course, it's kind of odd when you get the biggest guy to go against the tag team champions because it feels like it kind of diminishes the tag team champions for a bit. Some people say that, hey, having the biggest guy, okay, you know, we can say that, the biggest guy is obviously the strongest. You don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But to me, you're these guys are also singles champions, and you're getting demolished and beaten clean by Braun Strowman. You want to give the momentum to Strowman still, but having the tag team champions lose kind of diminishes the tag team championship a little bit to me.
Well, here's the thing. Braun Strowman needs something after that not so great main event at No Mercy.
if they gave him the main event and give Braun Strowman the victory, maybe that wouldn't be a problem.
I mean, we already know. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. He's not dropping that belt till Mania.
I just don't want to believe you. That's all.
I'm sorry, but Vince McMahon sees. Okay, you got Lesnar, Reigns, the two people that defeated the Undertaker at WrestleMania. Go at it. The story writes itself. I'm sorry.
See, I would be fine with this mindset of switch roles. Like, hey, all of a sudden Strowman wins, and then Roman gets the titles just before Mania, and then say from Royal Rumble on, there was a reign of terror from Lesnar that leads up to the main event at WrestleMania, even winning the Royal Rumble.
I mean, here's the thing: they're building both of them up to be. They're building Lesnar to be this unstoppable force, like saying, "No, one F5 takes out everybody."
Which
However,
I really dislike the fact of one F5 took away Samoa, one F5 took away Strowman. Two, I could have argued with two even better, but no, I have completely disagreed with the fact that it was one for each.
I mean, what they're probably gonna do is like make the F5 the strongest move possible, and then they're gonna have Roman Reigns kick out, and Lesnar like, oh my god, I've taken out Joe, I've taken out Strowman, I've taken out everyone that's stood in my way. Yet you can still take one F5. Oh my god, they're trying to build it. They're trying to build Reigns as resilient as ever. Protect the F5.
At the same time, I just feel like this whole thing is it's gonna get better over time. I love that they're actually trying to book down the line, actually build it up slowly. You know, Lesnar's not going to be there every time, so make Braun even more powerful, even though he did look bad at No Mercy.
Rumor has it the next person to fight for the title is the person who never lost the title, Finn Balor.
Yeah, rumor schmoomer.
I mean, it would make sense. Made sense, but
I think that was the line of progression for Finn Balor was to face off against Joe that led on to the title. That does make sense.
I mean, well,
yeah.
We'll get to Finn Balor later on. I got some words for Finn.
Well, we also got to mention right afterwards the bar kind of became vultures and just took slim pickets on Seth Rollins right there.
I mean the bar. I mean I can't believe I'm calling him the bar, but I guess that's their name.
I mean, they don't just set the bar.
They are the bar.
But of course, we get a little jobber mode. Elias defeats Titus O'Neil. Quite frankly, I don't really. If anything, I like the quote from Elias. I'd rather drown myself a mile in the ocean than live here. Okay, like that. Other than that,
like Denver, Colorado.
What do we really have in this match?
I mean, I don't. What's the point of this feud? I mean, Elias versus Titus O'Neil worldwide.
Vince loves weird gimmicks.
The only reason why I would think they're doing that is to have him join.
Why? That would be a very weird.
Well, think about it. You got a music man for a worldwide brand. You got that kind of celebrity outreach. You got, the token black guy. You got the woman. What's next? You got to need a musician.
I think they want to book Elias as this mid card with a singing gimmick, which I don't know how he's getting that over.
They're also in a standstill with him because, to be honest, if they want big men to go over, I think SmackDown would be the opportunity because they have way too many big men in Monday Night Raw to even give him a chance for anything. To make us feel like he's a threat. I don't feel like he's a threat. But I feel like they want him to be.
I'm wondering, why should I care about him?
Mm-hmm. If he was on SmackDown, he might become a threat. I might care.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, no. But you know what's very interesting to me? speaking of threat, I mean, what is a big threat with in kids and with about social media and um in general just the online bullying? It's usually cyberbullying, right?
Hmm.
But yet we have an example of real life bullying with Mickey James. And well, there was a match
I,
with Nia Jax,
I
but
didn't
it's
like
all
that.
about the Alexa Bliss thing.
I didn't like that promo at all.
So what do you call this? It's not Piggy James. What do you call the old version of the Piggy James? Like that's what it feels like. It feels like Piggy James, but you're old. 38 apparently. He's old.
I don't like where they're going with this. I mean, woman's. I mean, one thing I've been taught never to ask is how old is a woman. They're very sensitive about that age. So, and it's again, once again, Mickey James is getting bullied. I'm just like, we've seen this before.
Why you do
Why can't they do?
this?
Why? Thank you.
And
That's
then
my thing.
you're gonna show up to one of your events and go be a star. Say no
Mm-hmm.
to bullying. But look at Piggy James. She's old.
It's totally good. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Which led to what Alicia Fox and Emma kind of doing a
Why?
snickering kind of thing that led to Mickey James finding out looking for Alexa, which leads to a match with Nia. Apparently, Nia and Alexa is together again.
Okay.
They're saying frenemies on behind the scenes, but really, I'm not like I feel like it's such lackadaisical. Just like, oh, we'll just throw them in.
Lazy.
It's like that's not going to convince me of anything.
It's lazy from them. Pure laziness. I mean, okay, now you're you had Nia going after the title. Now, oh, she's back with the Let's. I'm like, okay, it makes no sense to me. I'm like, storytelling wise, I'm just like, why? Why would you have her just power slam right now? You forgive her? Okay, sure.
The only reason why I could see this working is if it's Alexa that turns, but Alexa gives no reason to turn at this moment.
She's playing the cowardly heel very well.
Mm-hmm.
I
Which it
mean, Nia's
worked.
a monster heel. Why would you? Why would the coward heel betray the monster heel?
It makes sense. And there goes Tony.
Oh,
Um,
he's lost his connection.
yeah, we'll try to get him back as we discuss the
Yeah.
next segment. Which, by the way, uh, old Mickey James won the match via disqualification, and
Yay.
the it's a mixed role with the heel. Alexa's a good heel, but she's playing the cowardly heel, which means if you're having the cowardly heel, why would the strong heel come back? There's two. The composition of everything. There's no continuity.
It
It
just.
just doesn't make sense.
I mean, this is weird. I mean, well, you need to put somebody in the title picture other than Bailey and Sasha Banks. They've had their title. They have their title chances for bam, 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 bam. But let's be fair. Let's be real. Alexa's keeping that title warm for you know who to take it off of her.
Oh gosh, I saw the commercial during No Mercy.
You know she's keeping that. The moment she gets a title shot, Alexa's reign. Good luck.
Well, she's gonna lose, not clean for a while. Most likely thanks to Nikki. I mean, Nia Jax.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just imagining the promo video.
God, I understand. I understand completely. You just in cloud nine thinking about when Asuka makes her debut on the Raw roster. You're just like,
That
God, don't mess us up.
that crush is hard, man. I didn't realize I was gonna be as much as I like her. I didn't realize I was gonna be crushing all over her like this.
Hey,
It's
we all have our crushes.
all
We all
right.
have.
Off track for about 2 minutes. Um,
Mm.
women celebrities who I actually had a crush on. Like
Oh
everyone's just like, oh, I
God.
like this one and this and that. No, like ones I actually followed and like online, figuring out what their dates are going to and everything, their birthdays and such. Michelle Branch,
Wow.
Michelle Wee, obviously two Michelles, kind of odd,
Hmm.
and Oscar.
Okay. Wow. But yeah, I mean, this feud. I mean, we Mickey James is gonna put over Alexa if they give the title to her. It's just a little thank you for all of her hard work, which will
It's a
be very surprising,
thank you for coming back. It's a Natalia style kind of championship reign.
like a transitional champion.
Yep, that leads on to pretty much who it's going to be, and it's going to be. Uh,
Okay, let's put you back on cloud. Let's put you back on the real world.
by the way, they had Matt Hardy and Black Hardy versus
Black. What do you call him, Black Son?
Carla Hennessy. Huh? The Black
What do
Sun.
you call him, Black? Lord, have
Hey,
you no shame?
to be honest, I like how the story is going because it comes from it's all about being Kurt Angle's son, and then you put him in the tag team, and it's kind of like, hey, let me follow my own path, kind of feel right now. I To be honest, this whole I'm going for the Intercontinental title because my father is Kurt Angle, and leading to this tag team. I think the tag team thing is really gonna be beneficial.
I mean, the only reason you're pairing up with Matt Hardy is because of Jeff Hardy getting injured.
Yeah, but we also saw the breakup coming for them coming soon, eventually when it gets broken. To be honest, I think when Jeff comes back, and if they can get the rights, they can break.
Break up the Hardys, and then we finally get delightful.
I think that would be a great time if they can get the rights when Jeff Hardy gets back, and they have a little feud because of how their tag team's going.
Mm-hmm.
Now things become broken, not just the team, but the members.
Mm.
And
Okay,
they
Hardy.
can if they can plan long periods of time. I think they can actually make Jason Jordan a champion 2 years down the line and make it work.
You got the thing is with good storytelling, it takes time. I don't know how much longer the fans are gonna care for it, but if you give it time, let it
Hey,
see. Because
how long did it take from Roman winning the Royal Rumble till the Survivor Series that he won the championship that people felt good until he actually got from Sheamus?
I mean, yes, and then a pay per view later, he didn't get it. Then he went on a little tirade, and then he finally got it. It
I mean,
takes time.
it was kind of weird, but people really jumped for Roman Reigns in Philly during
When he got
Survivor
booed out.
Series.
Yes.
So
When he got,
that's because they built the story just right and then when Sheamus got it, he got it back a little too easily, and that's when people started turning on Roman again.
mhm. Another thing I look back in terms of good storytelling, Randy Orton joining the Wyatts. That was one of the best storylines of last year.
Best, I say it's a pretty good matchup. I just don't like
I
how it led
mean,
to the title.
the storyline made perfect sense. It's just the payoff at the end was just disappointing.
I didn't like how it was technically supposed to be headline WrestleMania.
And that was disappointing, but I mean, the storytelling was just very beautiful for me.
I like how it came from I'm just feuding with you to, you know what, I'll join you to I'll
You can't be.
backstab you and get the championship. It was a very
Mm-hmm,
nice story. It was a very nice heelish storyline, but then they turn him face again.
mm-hmm.
I
I
don't like
mean,
I don't like the follow through, and I didn't like how they did
mm-hmm.
the title. Everything else, I'm perfectly fine with. Because hey, it
Yes,
got Wyatt his first title, and that was tag team.
about time.
And then he got the championship not too long after. They built up
I was
Wyatt,
happy.
and then they took him down a little too quick.
I know, I know.
But it was Black Sun did not do fairly well for
Mm.
a Black Hardy. That's
I mean, the damage. I feel like the damage has been done. It's just like, why should I care about Jason Jordan? You had a good team in American Alpha that could wrestle. Granted, their mic skills were meh, but I think Chad Gable has a better future than Jason Jordan.
Sheldon Benjamin. I don't know what he's thinking right now. because think about he's in the pre-show coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you signed me up a year ago, and you're having me do absolutely do nothing but like kind of babysit tag team along.
Hey, I mean,
They better they better they better build it good where they put over Gable and of course showcase Benjamin because Benjamin
yes.
is going to look good. He's probably going to be going for United States title after um
Ooh,
this little
AJ
mini
Styles and
hype that
Shelton
we get.
Benjamin. Oh my God.
Yeah, now you're thinking the way I am, but I
Hmm.
think that would require AJ to hold it to Royal Rumble at that point and then start the feud
I
based
mean,
on.
you can. I mean, let's face it. AJ Styles with the U.S. title looks better than the WWE title. I'm just saying.
Yeah, to a degree, it's just this Baron Corbin thing's kind of
I
putting sour
mean,
taste.
but yeah, that's for my leading brand on SmackDown. We need to get back on focus on Raw.
Yeah, that's a different story of its own. But of course,
Yes.
The Miz and Roman Reigns,
Hmm.
Intercontinental Championship. To
I
be
thought it was going to be the
honest,
main event.
I really did. But to be honest, this match pretty damn good. I mean, it was a showcase. It really made me think Roman Reigns was gonna win, and it would have made me just threw my headphones and everything. Like it was it, and I just didn't know what was gonna go on. You had pretty much I would classify as an all star of moves that went smoothly between the two. I think that's the easiest way to say it because let me check out the little notes here and there. I mean, of course, it took the Miz Taraj. I'm not
Well, you have
just
to
to take
protect. Well,
out.
you have to protect Roman Reigns.
Yeah, of course, but Reigns wins by disqualification. I didn't like the ending run
Mm.
there, but it did lead to Sheamus and Cesaro and the Miz.
And this is how you get. This is how now Sheamus and Cesaro has attacked Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, and then they have the nerve to do a triple power bomb on Roman Reigns.
Yeah, they did pretty much what they're showing is, hey, you like the Shield? Well, guess what? It's going to be someone else doing it other than the Shield.
Oh boy, this is how you get. This is how you get them back. How you
It's
get the Shield reunited.
I don't know if that says more about the audience, about how they're all about nostalgia, or or what because to be honest like it's one thing if Miz Taraj and all them do it but it has to be the Shield. To be honest, I really liked it from the bar
I mean,
and the Miz Taraj.
I mean, throwing the bar there makes more sense than the entire Miz Taraj.
By the way,
Because let's
fun
face
name,
it,
Bar Miz.
bar Miz.
By the way, hopefully Tony will be able to get back
Hopefully.
because Finn Balor calls out Bray Wyatt, and of course this one
Why is
I
this feud
actually
still going? Why?
the feud is problematic to me,
Why is it still
but
going?
I'm actually excited about Sister Abigail.
The one thing that could save Bray Wyatt's character.
Let's see now. She never lies to me. She never lies to me.
You actually cared about what Bray Wyatt said.
When he mentioned the name Sister Abigail, I actually remember waking up in that moment because I had a little fun with the Miz and Roman Reigns. I had to actually rewatch it because I slept in parts of it because it's 2 hours after my shift was over. I expect to sleep through it.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden I hear Sister Abigail. I just remember waking up. So, and I just
Mm-hmm.
hearing that, and I just got excited. And of course, Wyatt seemingly turns into like some kind of ghostly creature, which it's kind of weird. But to be honest, it makes me have this idea that he's gonna be possessed by Sister Abigail.
I mean, he said Sister Abigail is coming out. I'm like,
Well,
oh,
kayfabe storyline. Remember who killed Sister Abigail?
was it Bray Wyatt or Randy Orton?
Randy Orton, supposedly.
Mm-hmm.
So he killed Sister Abigail.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, with the ghostly figure and everything, that means
Mm-hmm.
there's gonna be the weirdest kind of stuff that will happen. That's
You
I would say possession. I what I want to see is Bray Wyatt coming out and just shaking his head like an exorcist, and then all of a sudden becomes calm, and everyone just goes, and Bray even in his demon form goes,
you mean Finn in his demon form?
hey, Finn. Finn in his demon form
Mm-hmm.
just get kind of scared like, and it's like yes, it's like
Man, you're just salivating at the idea of seeing Sister Abigail. The one thing that could save
I
this whole
really
entire feud.
I, I think it saves also a wrestler because there was been a lot of people talking about, hey, maybe Sister Abigail can be played by a female wrestler. I really didn't like that idea because it takes away somebody. It's
I
good
think.
if they're a low case. If there can be
Mm,
imagine if there's an Alexa kind of character that started off and she's not getting too hot, or even
mm.
say get an NXT person that's more just cross.
Hey, Nikki Cross. I don't think leaving. She's leaving Sanity. I'm
No,
thinking it's
but
Paige.
be great is if they ever had to do that, that it would
Mm,
be Nikki who would be possessed. They would go one of two routes: find the person who's most demonic, like, or the person who is the nicest. Imagine a Peyton Royce type character all of a sudden getting possessed, and they can play off the scary kind of character. I can see both ways working there because then Nikki Cross can then also wrestle
mm,
with her harder, strong style, and then Peyton can be there and mostly just be glamoring of and be more of a manager type.
mm.
Both ways can
Indeed.
work, and then eventually, if she needs to make the saving grace and wants to be unpossessed, that's when
Mm.
like a sacrificing in the middle of the ring.
Oh my goodness.
Like say she
Y'all.
like all of a sudden stops the match with like say a Roman Reigns spears coming and she gets right into it. Wouldn't that wouldn't that be a crowd pleaser? All of a sudden like here comes the spear and she just dives right into it. And then Sister
Mm.
Abigail's gone. That would be story writing. That would God make an explosion in the brain. It would give such complexity and dynamics to Bray Wyatt.
You would finally get the Bray Wyatt. I would finally get the Bray Wyatt I've been wanting, but it's WWE. My confidence in them is very low. But they
They
should hire you as a writer because what you're thinking, I'm like,
they got too many writers from what I know. They got too many writers that are more about making the stories every day very similar to like the Late Show with David Letterman kind of people. They get those and Conan. They get those kind of people, but not enough writers from like Walking Dead or kind of a dynamic of harsh horror drama kind of writers. Get a CSI writer that would work for
yes,
them. If they have those kind of writers, what are you doing? Who are you helping? Because I bet you the closest thing is the Bray Wyatt one right now. I mean, we look at
God.
stories like Bailey and Sasha with Emma and Alicia Fox. And of course, Banks and Bailey winning pinfall. Do we really need to talk about that?
No, I mean
Bailey the
just
belly suplex for the win. It's given a B minus, but we need some dynamic storylines. Like anything could happen right now in the cruiserweight division, knowing that Enzo has made a
the fact that
double
they made
turn.
event, the fact that they main event at the segment not once but twice. Are you finally
I'm
gonna give
wondering.
cruiserweight some love?
I'm just wondering, are they really making money because of Enzo? Is it really because of
I can't believe I'm
Enzo
saying.
that they're getting a good pop reaction for the cruiserweights?
Hey, people still say that catchphrase. One word to describe you.
And at this point, it's call and response. I mean, we all say you suck when we don't believe you, that Kurt Angle sucks. I do say John Cena
Mhm.
sucks when, to be honest, I think John Cena is one of the greatest wrestlers that we have.
I mean, it's now you got to say it. It's gotten to the point where it's Kurt Angle-esque.
I'm
I'm just like,
I
yep, John Cena sucks.
again, it's that thing, my name
Term
is
of endearment.
Enzo Amore, and I am a certified G and a bona
You're
fide
a bona
stud.
fide stud, and you can't
Can't teach that.
teach that.
And this right
Bada
here,
boom, realist guy.
partner that here's my partner that betrayed me. He is 7 foot tall.
And he's 7 feet tall, and you just can't teach that. Bada boom, we just got in the room. How you doing?
And the double turn does help, but also, is it too little too late for Kalisto at this point? They put him on the
I mean, this is where he
cruiserweight
should have been.
way, way too late. The first thing I said when we remember when cruiserweight division wasn't there, and I was back at ETA Radio that was
Mm-hmm.
somehow happening cruiserweight division. Who's one of the first
Mm-hmm.
people I talked about?
Kalisto.
Kalisto, and of course the king of the cruiserweights.
All hail the king Neville.
This is back when he was a face too. He was the man to fight. And what was the thing he did like this? I
The
don't
man that
remember.
gravity forgot.
Yeah,
Neville.
No, how did he do his hands? I don't remember.
I think it was like this.
Was it this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I and those two were the main reason why I wanted the cruiserweight division.
Mm-hmm.
Those two. And now we went through a heel turn and a face turn.
I mean, Neville. We've known Neville can work both ways, but now he's just like, you know what? I don't care
Give a
anymore.
shit. You know what would be great? He goes back to the superhero gimmick and saves the cruiserweight division. When it saves Enzo Amore. That's the best way to do a face turn for him. Don't let him on the TV for a bit. And just let Enzo be a bad guy. And then all of a sudden, the superhero's here.
I'm telling you, James, if we did a reaction video when Enzo Amore won the cruiserweights, I would have been so angry. I would have been like, I'm done. I'm done.
I was sitting there like, they really did make a joke out of the cruiserweights.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I don't care about the man anymore. This is a joke. You got Enzo Amore, but it's working. The thing is, it's working. I can't believe it.
Which, by the way, I put more butts in seats than Lazy Boy. Great quote. I had it written down.
Oh.
I'm just very surprised that they end with 2 promos. Not wrestling matches, promos.
And then that tease, like the after credits scene of a Marvel movie. Roman Reigns is just like,
I think they're doing a pretty good job. Well, of course, that whole scene, but really, we already know that they're just going to tease after tease. Survivor Series is going to be the first time that they're going to be all together. Because I bet you Roman Reigns is going to be having this feeling of, I do this stuff alone, man. I'm tired of being all together and this and that. I have a feeling.
Mm-hmm. I think it's going to happen sooner rather than later. Because when I saw that, I got giddy. I'll admit, I was just like, oh boy.
Next one's TLC.
Yes.
I can see TLC when they finally come all together because what was it? It wasn't No Mercy. It was just before No Mercy, right? Where Rollins and Ambrose just came back.
Yeah, it was before SummerSlam.
Before SummerSlam, that's right.
Yeah.
So I can see that of a week or two before TLC, they fully come together.
I believe Raw, the net showing of Raw, I believe it would be kind of fitting to where when the Shield broke up, they actually reunite.
I say stuff like that all the time, and then I get disappointed. I don't remember when the last time I said something like, "Oh, it was SummerSlam." It was especially the Ember Moon winning the championship. That was the place and time.
That was the right time, but still,
everything fell into place. I mean, even the fucking moon was gonna give us a solar eclipse,
Hmm.
and it didn't happen.
I
I was
mean,
very disappointed.
you're like, no, no, missed opportunity there. But now, speaking of, who replaces Asuka as the women's champion?
That's something we'll mention at the Mamma Mia minute
Yeah,
if we can get Tony back.
I mean, if we can get Tony back, but
But
he's been very quiet. But I mean, overall, good episode of Raw. Good episode of Raw, right?
I,
Right.
to be honest, I can't really complain about it. I mean, I can nitpick very similar to the beginning of Raw, how we had the whole Seth Rollins thing, but I
Hmm.
I think if you take away the fact that it was Braun Strowman and put someone else
Hmm.
big on there, I think it would have worked out a lot better to me mentally. So I'll stop nitpicking and realize that was very compelling storytelling on each and every aspect. Now, certain ones depend upon certain things, like Elias. If Elias joins Titus Worldwide brand, okay, that then it's compelling. Otherwise, there's nothing there. So some of them
Absolutely not.
needs to go through its rotation, and some of them just needs to
Hmm.
debate more. But that was pretty good storytelling. A lot of good promos for Monday Night.
Indeed.
But anyways, hopefully we will get Tony back for SmackDown Live's version of
Hopefully.
the leading brand live Raw edition,
Hmm.
October 2nd, 2017. Uh, for Tony's sake, hit the comment, like, subscribe, hit the comment button. We will
We
respond
will.
to your comments. You just got to send
Hmm.
us. Jeffrey?
Yep. Peace and blessings be upon you. Like, share, and subscribe. 20 subscribers. Let's go.
And of course, you know where to hit that like button. If you prefer to hit the dislike button, I guess you're going to join your own division about 2 years later, just like Kalisto. This is the Leading Brand Live. We'll see you next time.